Lav pup sor vog was san ap vlir sang s u vom ap yam ak flimga k dan sa vlir sang s u vom gag vlim ke sna ke ga pop veg daf shof vlim ga ga snil dwin san ap vlir sang s u vom ngo da grog k dan. Which is to say, K-Bop for Travelers, Lesson 11. In this lesson, we will be covering some of the basic greetings of K-Bop. There are two common ways to say hello to someone that you already know. The slightly less formal of these is fes, shas, wav, ud, fib, pob, and there's a slightly more formal one, which is wab, lav, bov, feb, sap, sup. Correspondingly, there is a pair of words for saying goodbye. The less formal is fes, vos, fup, sif, ab, buff, and the more formal one is sib, feg, folmub. Now, those four words are for greeting or saying goodbye to someone that you already know. The more general way is to use the noun fof, fab, vel, let, bab, su, which is generally translated greetings. To actually use this noun to greet someone, we would typically have san ap vlir for nominative and finite in number, and either sang, expected, or sing, unexpected, depending on whether or not we expected to run into this person in this situation. And then generally you will want s, u, since just the act of greeting someone is not edible, though K-Bop speakers have been known to greet each other by giving each other cookies, in which case you would use des, nu. This greeting, whether cookie or just words, will be not vegetable, animal, or mineral, so we will use vom, and we don't particularly want it to die, but we don't want to stand there greeting someone forever either. So a for other manner of death, and then the awesomeness will generally be how excellent it is that you feel about meeting this person. Generally, grog is the recommended level. Amazing is the recommended level of awesomeness. You can go a bit above this or a bit below this. If you go too far down, it becomes very insulting very quickly. And finally, most K-Bop speakers we'll set the market value of their greetings at $13, so ga yapa. If you set a market value higher than this, it indicates either that you think very highly of yourself, in that your greetings are worth a lot, or you think very highly of the person you're talking to, in that greeting them is worth a great deal. I recommend just avoiding this conundrum and going with 13. So, for a standard greeting of someone you run into on the street, we have altogether Foff, Fab, Vel, Let, Bab, Su, San, Ap, Vlir, Sang, Des, Nu, Vom, A, Grog, Ga, Yap, A. Unfortunately, the corresponding word for goodbye is a verb, so we will not be able to cover it for a few more lessons. This has been K-Bop for Travelers, Lesson 11. Next week, we'll be discussing adjectives. Until then, fess, vos, fup, sif, ab, fuff. P.S. If you do try greeting people with cookies, my recommendation is chocolate chip cookies shaped like pangolins. Unfortunately, there aren't any phonemic eye movements. That would be a horrible language to speak.